has a handful of wrestling news for today. We have two channels. Yeah, you have one channel. You get news of one description below in two separate ways. You can check out my Action Figures reviews, my second channel, and one wrestling news in two separate ways. So let's go between the news. Where there's a new report update on Brock Lesnar preparing to return to WWE TV. Brock Lesnar has been absent from WWE programming for several months. There's a new report reporting a major update on his appearance to return. Only in January, and Jay Muscle of the Wrestling Center Radio. There was a new report that Brock Lesnar will be back on WWE television very soon. Speaking of Jay Muscle, knowing that Brock Lesnar could set up his next program at the Royal Rumble. Latest update on Slam Snap of Fightful Select. Latest new reports that Royal Rumble was currently discussing has a parameter target for Brock Lesnar return. A Fightful and was a new report that Brock Lesnar was to return to WWE TV this week. Speaking of Fightful, it was known that Royal Rumble was constantly discussed as a parameter target and Snap reports that this Scamio was listed on Thursday. However, it was known that the set of plans made things giving Brock Lesnar a pale exclusive inside of Vince McMahon lawsuit. So the second story, the basketball news on AEW as against us with Akara and Mercedes Moné. And they are set to be two of the hottest free agents into the business in a few weeks' time, but it is only possible that both Mercedes Moné and Akara could become an all-elite. This is a new first Moné has been out of action since May of last year. The represent an ankle injury, but it has caused a lot of spasms regarding her first has rumors are true of her going to AEW. The rest of funding has for occurred. He will be out of contract at the end of January. However, his final match for New Japan taking place at the new begin on next month on February 24th. Is when it comes to do. First of all, speaking of the most important biggest update on the Wrestling Radio. For Monday the Beef will be starting in AEW very soon. It has recently been doing acting work. It wasn't that has delayed her arrival. It's believed that AEW will hype up her debut and that just an announcement is expected to be made very soon. She is back in training following her ankle injury and has been expanded to AEW since before her appearances into the crowd at All In back in August. Speaking of, they must know that her talks with WWE did break down due to break or fall apart on that money. I must say that in last, she has already signed a contract with AEW. London is a lot. Moné was recorded spotted at the TNA Hard to Kill pay-per-view in Las Vegas. And with a WWE star, Bailey, who will deal to support 24/2 in what was her final pay-per-view for TNA. It wasn't before departing to the company at its next set of TV tapings. Jimmy Fusu walked out of WWE with money back in May of last year, but he was believed to be heading back there into new Fusu. It has a thought that the way medical for occurred, and speaking of the muscle note, he hasn't yet to make up his mind about his Fusu, but that people with an AJ range from hopeful to confident for the Waymaker to become an all-elite, and also stated the best possible place for a card to debut would be WrapUp Wrestling pay-per-view in Greensboro, and was to take place on March the 3rd. However, what if he chooses to sign with WWE, or Muscle can be seen to the company holding off until WrestleMania 40. In April, for current debut of one thing Muscle notes is the assessment level of Tony Khan, who has gone on the record to say he is very excited about the year to come between the new sign he will make into many wrestlers returning from injury. And speaking of, the Waymaker is currently on breaking on a makeshift farewell tour in New Japan. He is probably defeating the novel openweight 6-man tag team championship match with Hiroto Tanahashi and Tomohiro Hashi into the finals match. And Carter Hall, it was before announcing he will be vacate his title shortly after his request to have one more match with Tanahashi at the new begin is Kosi on February 11th. Instead of saying Bonnie that they started the legendary rivalries before running out his career with New Japan, spawning on February 23rd and 24th. They had recorded been spotted and Kurt was leading towards switching to WWE over AEW. It was according to sources close to him, but just a new report also claimed if he will to join WWE, he will start the chapter of his career in NXT. However, those reports were played down as the man himself continues to what's next for him. So, at the third story, Anthony Gogo says he has to be signed with AEW. He says in quote, Anthony Gogo signed with AEW set to continue. And has he revealed that he has resigned with the company. Anthony Gogo, former Olympic boxer, has been with AEW since last year. And he was the company for Japan wrestler Anthony Gogo had a permanent one as a member of the Federation, and he fought with Cody Rhodes. Speaking on AEW, Anthony Gogo discussed resigning with AEW in order that he wants to show his wealth injury toxin of post-wrestling. It isn't working there on the independent or just working with AEW, Anthony Gogo said, so I'm in a already stressing now, where I think it's still a lot of perimeter around me, and Tony Khan has signed me, quote unquote, and he should be signed me, so it wasn't see something in me, and I have just with people I haven't got because they haven't done what done in real life. But it's like, I need to get the sponsor is what do you think do you do? Do I put myself out and do every injury? I just go on and get the sponsors. But and then again, I'm walking in front of 100 people is very different to working in front of 5,000 against somebody else. Or do I just kind of sit and be permanent? But I don't want to be permanent. I don't want to be permanent anymore, he said. I want to show my brother is want to show what I can do. What if I didn't think I could a level? I won't be saying this, but I know what I can do. I know what I have, says wanna. Adrian Gogo last wrestled for AEW at the AEW on the closing tapings on November 4th. The hazard of this reading is not known when Adrian Gogo will return to AEW programming very soon. So the fourth story today, Vince McMahon's excuse of a Blues assisted in traveling by former WWE Paul Reeves. He was added. Melissa Paul's claim in the cabinet fell on Thursday that sees presses physical and emotional abuse was also assisted in tracking while working at the company, saying, quote, the former World Wrestling Entertainment WWE Party is suing Vince McMahon in Oval's claiming that sees supposed physical and emotional abuse is also assisted in tracking while working at the company. Resident Police, who goes by the name of Sue Miss Garrett, for the cabinet in the U.S. Assistant Court for the District of on Thursday against McMahon. The WWE exclusive saw no laws into the cabinet, amongst the body people. Miss Garrett accused McMahon of in exchange for giving her a job as the company and abusing her during their physical registered aiming at the office. It was a wild seat was supported by WWE. Miss Garrett claimed in the adjustment that she had gone in touch with McMahon, adding Tony Hall, but Justin Mansell that she made a job into the WWE co-founder. There was a role and promising it yet to be her role at WWE. However, there was an increase in lack of money during personal meetings with her for a job, including giving her in his underwear. I wasn't responsibly asking for hugs and spending hours showing detail of his life. I wasn't crossing to the company. She didn't claim he was supposed her for physical registered in things for her employment at the company. And was to see wasn't to see started working as a in the WWE legal department on June 17th of last year, and once it came to understanding that McMahon suspended the physical relationship to continue as a part of her employment and part of the company. Speaking of Vince McMahon arms to return has WWE exclusive Sherman and sexual Mysticate as against us. And less than a year into the physical register, Miss Garrett delivered that McMahon shared suspended a photograph and photos of her with a WWE team's exclusive producer and obviously also excused McMahon of recording, including saw no laws to have sexual relations with her, and claimed that Vince McMahon had written to her to visit him before herself for sexual. Into the cabinet, she detailed some of the physical she claims. She added, See, this person was described as an act of extreme quality addresses, including any which McMahon dedicated on whole. She also claimed that McMahon and Sonori Laws Sesno assisted Hole when they encountered Hole behind a locked door and touched Hole. She said the policy of the company that McMahon had ordered Hole to keep the relationship a secret, but then they had to let Hole go from the company after his wife and found out about their relationship back in January. It was his own sanctuary last year, she said. He had her sign an NDA in exchange for payment. He elected to stop making. Vince McMahon was 76 stepped down as WWE COO during Sesno Medicaid allegations. She also alleged that after her permit was McMahon attempted to traffic her to the WWE star who was requested to visit New York City for a live event in TV tapings back in March. I was afraid that Cody has left misgiven clip and both mostly included from other posts the stress disorder and adjustments so the cabinet stated, and these symptoms lead to her from her job running approximately due to her to leave her home for weeks at a time. So WWE did not respond to people's requests for the comments on a lawsuit. In spoken for the WWE permanent company, TKO Group told NBC News, Mr. McMahon does not control TKO, neither does he oversees the day-to-day processing of WWE about this month predates our TKO discussing teams and shouldn't answer the company. We take Ms. Garrett, the hostage as against very seriously in her addressing this model this time. Never miss a story in sight. So, this former McMahon also told the news outlet that the latest lawsuit was reported with lies and wasn't made up standards that never in a addresses said the truth he will defending himself. So McMahon was stepped down from his passing back in June last year. After WWE renounced his allegations, he paid the former employee $3 million to hide to evade her job. So McMahon took over as COO and Superwoman back in July. So thank you for watching, listening right here. And by next time, so tonight we have 5 things for tonight. So on Friday Night SmackDown, I'll be here live tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. And so much more. And by next time, I'll check us on the next one. Peace.